KevG Weather Overview. This is a long-range discussion. Now, if you want to know a little bit more about the 4th of July week, more detailed explanation, check out the video above this one. Now, when we look at the Climate Prediction Center, this is off of their 8 to 14-day temperature outlook. So this covers July 7th through 13th of next week. And what you notice here is that a lot of the lower 48 states is projected to have below normal temperatures. And we're going to look into the reasons why. But I find it very interesting because you don't always see this. A lot of times you just have a hot summer and it just rolls right on, but not so this year. And I think the rainy spring was kind of a precursor to a summer where it's not going to get too hot for too long. So if we look at what they're interpreting for our neck of the woods, it looks like we're going to have near normal temperatures when everything is averaged out for the week of the 7th through the 13th of July 2019. If you're looking for scorching hot weather, go to the southeast as usual. Pacific Northwest looks like it's going to be very toasty warm, and also Alaska. So if you have a trip planned for Alaska, it looks like it's going to be above normal temperatures for 7th through the 13th. Now, here's what I mean about the overall jet stream and the overall weather pattern as a whole. This is the GFS, and this is what it looks like at about 18,000 feet. This is what we look like right about now. And we're going to have dry air that's going to punch its way in and really knock out our humidity levels for early this week. And that's in response to this jet stream that's going to come down from the north, and you can see it as it's indicated by areas in blue. Now, as we go through the week, what happens is that jet stream does retreat to the north, to its natural position during the summertime. And here we are by about Thursday, and we basically see the same thing. We see low heights that are in Canada, but they're staying there. And even in the west, they sort of tend to fizzle out. So what we're left with is more of a classic summer weather pattern for the end of the week. But as we go into next week, the jet stream starts to make inroads again. And that is going to prevent us from getting too hot for too long. And this jet stream is going to be persistent, and you can sort of see wave after wave of these impulses that come along that keep the jet stream in a rather low position. Usually it retreats all the way up to the North Pole, but in this particular weather pattern, from the looks of it, we're going to have a very active, dynamic jet stream. It's going to keep temperatures from going too far up for too long. I think that we will see 1 or 2 days where it gets hot to humid, but then it comes back down again, and the humidity levels start to retreat. Now, as far as rainfall chances, I think that rainfall chances are going to be somewhat high, especially into next week, given that we have this active jet stream pattern that looks like it's going to stick with us through much of the first part of July.